Good morning. Welcome to the E3 Weekly Market Report. It's the 6th of January. The exports have just come out. Let's go to those right now. Cotton has sales of 183,700. That's down 47% from the previous week and down 45% from the 4-week average. China took 51,100 bales. India took 36,600. You don't often see that. Vietnam took 21,900. The market before this came out was up 12. Right now it's down 14. So a little lighter than we've seen, but we've seen such incredible sales in recent weeks. This might seem like a small sale, but it's a good sale. It's just less than we've seen. Let's look at soybeans sales. Had to look at that twice. A low number, 87,500 metric tons. That's a marketing year low. That's down 91% from the previous week and down 94% from the 4-week average. China took 641,500, which means we're going to be seeing some large cancellations as we're probably starting to see countries shifting over to South America, and they're canceling some of their sales to us. Let's see. I'm just looking to see if there's any listing of where the cancellations came from. 898,300 metric tons of beans were canceled, and they just listed as unknown destinations, which normally is what they do. Okay, let's look next at, let's see the reaction. Beans were down 3.5 before that number. It's down 6 now. So we are getting negative movement from these numbers. Let's go to corn. 429,200 metric tons. That's a marketing year low. That's down 55% from the previous week and down 67% from the 4-week average. Japan took 161,400. Peru took 100,900. Unknown destinations took 63,500. Corn was up 1 just before the report. Right now, corn is unchanged, so it's backed off a small amount. Let's look now at wheat. 183,700 metric tons. That's a marketing year low. So marketing year lows across the board in corn, wheat, and soybeans. That is down 68% from the previous week and down 61% from the 4-week average. Increases were reported for the Philippines of 98,200. Taiwan taking 56,800. Mexico taking 48,800 metric tons. And wheat was up 1.5 pennies before the report. Now it's down 0.5. All markets are reacting. Of course, and also we've got, this reflects more of the holiday season. That could also have affected the size of the sales. So, in review, negative numbers or smaller numbers than I think most people expected. Right now, cotton's down 29, soybeans down 6.5, corn down 3/4, wheat down 0.5 cent. Let's look at some recent history in these markets and make some comments about them. We've got over the last week, cotton has seen started off with a low of 69.64 and had almost a 5-cent rally, trading up to 75.37. That was made just yesterday. It reversed, sold off, closed down the day. And then today we're down again. The reason for the rally, when we took out the 72.25 level, that was a level that technicians were looking at as a buy. The buy might have been covering shorts. The buy might have been buying new positions. But the market just started gaining momentum and moved right up and made those new levels. I think what to expect now, probably we're looking at a new trading range. Now it could very well be that old crop cotton's looking at a low of the 70 area and a high of the 75 area. And it could be we stay there within that range for some time. I think there is the seasonals point up from here into February into March. And we could ultimately see a target higher than this 75, the 75.37 level. It might even be possible down the road to see somewhere up towards 76 to 77. I do think that is an opportunity. As old crop moves up, it has a tendency to drag new crop with it, and there is opportunity since we hear there's going to be quite a bit of an increase in cotton acreage in the U.S., this would be an opportunity for farmers to be booking cotton on that rally. So stay alert to that. Let's look at soybeans over the last week. We saw a low of 9.92 3/4 and a high of 10.28 1/4. Normally we see in the last part of the year and the first part of the new year, there's selling that takes place from first of the year tax sales, as farmers try to wait until the new year to make sales for tax purposes. I think that also was the case here. What to expect now? Looking for the market to be choppy in January, but to start moving up, maybe rally into the spring. That's the normal seasonal, and perhaps getting up toward the 1060 level, and right now we are at 1006. Corn over the last week, we saw a low of in March. We saw a low of 347 and a high of 362 3/4. The reason for that rally were probably technicals. Demand has been pretty good there. Seasonals are porting up into the spring from here, and there's a target level there, possibly 380, and right now corn is trading at 360 and a half. Wheat over the last week and a half, this had been one of the weakest markets, but a week and a half ago it bottomed. It made new long-term lows, reversed. We started to see some short covering. We've started to see some value buying from some of the funds, from some of the speculators, and that market has progressively moved up, it seems like, every day. We've seen a low of 392 3/4, a high of 427 3/4. And what to expect there? We expect it to move in the same direction as corn and beans, seasonally moving up and possibly seeing the area of 440. Right now, wheat is at 424 3/4. So that's it. Let's take one last look and let's repeat. These were light numbers in the market, and we have seen a negative reaction. Cotton was up 12 just before the report. Right now, cotton's down 23. Soybeans were down 3.5 just before this report. Right now, they're down 6 1/4. Corn was up 1 cent just before the report. Now it's down 1 cent. Wheat was up 1.5 pennies before the report, and right now it was gone from being up 1.5 pennies to down 1.5 pennies. So that's it. Thanks for being with us with the E3 Weekly Market Report. We hope you have a good day. Thank you.